Hello friends, myself Amol Patil, and today we will discussing about overriding method. First of all, overriding is a types of polymorphism, and polymorphism is what? Polymorphism is nothing but derived from a Greek word poly and morphs. Poly means many and morphs means forms. Means and it's defined as a single action in a different ways. Means for example, I have sending a message to a certain person, so I have different ways like sending a text message or by direct calling or by through a letter or a message through a certain person to that person. That's nothing but the polymorphism. And in polymorphism also has two types, compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So we are discussing today overriding, and overriding is a part of runtime polymorphism, because runtime polymorphism is not achieved without of a overriding method. Yeah. And in a last lecture, in a overloading method, we have discussed that method implementation method or complete. In a multiple method, we have taken that same method name, same class name in the same class but different arguments. But instead of overriding method, there has some difference. Here is our method name same, our arguments like types of arguments, number of arguments or sequence of arguments will be same, but our class will be different. But here we are not says method is overriding, because it is also a require a concept like inheritance. Without of a parent and child relationship, we are not taking a overriding method. That is one of the method is considered as a parent, and one of the method is considered as a child method, like that. And suppose we have, I am giving one example of for overriding method. Suppose I will give a first parent class A, and the second of class B. In that same method default, and I have print in a first of parent class method print 1, and second of one has a print 2. And in a public main method, public static void main, in main method we have taking both of objects from both of class, then print as wise 1 and 2. But there is a required extend words, means of inheritance, and we have taking a parent class 1 and another is a child class. So in that polymorphism, in that overriding, there's same data likes, and there has a child class is the implementation from our parent class, and then their access modifier has some rules and regulation. In the our child class has a more access modifier than our parent class. This is from my side. Thank you, Amol Patil.
Oh, cái này tôi kể cứng gì, mà mất làm nào đây?